This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
La Palma Mega Tsunami!
Well, the thing is, right, like, if this actually does happen, this just might be one of those things, right?
Mm.
That just is like, oh yeah, look, they were talking about that before it happened.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
We might get our pictures in the paper.
This would be the year it would happen.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, there's enough other bad shit going down.
guess it was today. I guess that's how long it took. Was today.
Yeah. Oy. Okay.
To become a certified genius, one must obtain a certificate of genius from the Positively International Genius Society. There's a bit more to it than that, of course, but that's the
Pigs!
gist. I'm the only pig in this area. If I told you about it, it would not be a secret anymore now, would it? All I can say is that the process involves lightning, life fluid, and an attractive recently dead corpse. Oh, and considerable quantities of pepperoni pizza, of course.
Of course.
Publish or perish, they say. It is not sufficient just to be the greatest scientist in the world. One must also strive to be the best known. Otherwise, research grants can be hard to obtain.
The key to writing a research report is always to remember this. A pen can be driven, but a pencil must be led.
Why did they
Oh
have
my
John
God.
Davis read that
They-
line?
They must have actually lost, like, the voice actor must have, like, left or something, and they're like, oh, that other line we didn't get. John?
You think you can do your best German accent?
Put on your best Ludwig von Drake and finish this line
Did
for
they
us.
expect that we wouldn't notice? Or
I could do anything.
Science is the basis of living an informed life. With it, we have all the benefits of technology, from such simple things as my potions and elixirs all the way up to masterpieces like Frankie.
gotta get some potions.
Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink.
You know who would have been amazing?
Oh! That's right. He was doing that with his mouth.
Do you know who would have been
sorry.
amazing for this role? Would have been Werner Klemperer from Hogan's Heroes.
Oh my God. God,
Many of the
I know
Academy
who you mean.
scientists
That
are
makes us
greedy,
both old.
self-centered and dishonest. Some of them have negative attributes as well. It is best not to let other scientists know too much about one's research until one is ready to publish the final results.
Oh God.
That's really what I came in here for.
Okay.
Perhaps I should keep the results of the Frankie experiment to myself. I am not sure if the world is quite ready for infinitely agreeable artificial women.
Man, this guy just gets better and
Need to
better.
explore the situation much more closely to be certain.
Okay. Yeah. So your emergency room visit. Guy
Yes.
shot in the head. He was complaining about it. Steve Buscemi.
I didn't explain to the doctors particularly well how I had acquired my cough, but they knew a hurricane was involved.
Someone broke into the old monastery and burned the place down. I don't suppose you'd know anything about this.
Shut up, Zangief. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking stomach.
Kick you in the throat.
You're no one's favorite character, Zangief.
Let's admit to arson.
You described the evil, the terrible evil you found within the monastery, and how you felt it was necessary to burn the place to the ground so that the evil would not spread.
Perhaps I should learn to value your judgment. It is a good thing the place is destroyed.
Yes.
If Zangief is your favorite character, send us a comment
Good
so
luck.
we'll know to pick out all the liars in our fan base. Anyway, I had to clarify the hurricane part of the story to a doctor and several nurses because I had sort of made it sound like some kind of like color out of space situation where the hurricane just made people sick.
It has been my custom him to sometimes go over to the center of the town and sit by the staff, yeah. I fell asleep there the other afternoon, and I had the most wonderful dream. I dreamed my daughter was playing in the flowers, the daffodils, actually. I held her in my arms, and she said that you brought her there. She said you should visit the staff when night falls. And then the dream faded, and I awoke. Oh, it was so good to hold my child again, even if it was only in a dream. Still, you could try to visit the staff some night. The dream could have been important.
This accent is from a country that you are not from, regardless of what country you are from.
Is there any...
Kiss Bella.
Oh, no one has ever done
I was actually
that
trying
to
to get
me.
food off of my plate, but okay.
Oh,
now this is a whole thing.
Hand, Yuri.
You better not kiss anything else.
I don't think he was threatening us. I think he was trying to start a three-way. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't kiss anything else.
I got a hand too.
I
Dleams.
often have dreams I can see Tanya again. Oh, I know she must be alive somewhere. I can feel it.
She's from that country 10 miles down the road from your country.
I am sorry, but Bella cannot accept that our child is dead.
I'm with you on this one,
It is
buddy.
you who are wrong, Yuri. You have given up hope.
She
We will
is
speak of this later, Bella.
smiling
Why don't you go
while
see?
talking about her missing daughter.
Tanya
Like a
was my
ventriloquist
beautiful
dummy.
daughter. She was lured away from here one night 2 years
Now
ago.
we
and
get
no
the
one has
fictional
seen her
story.
since.
After the truthful
She's
one.
gone forever, Bella.
No, I will never believe that. I know someday she will return, and my dreams will come true.
Just admit that you ate her.
My mother used to go to the garden or the staff whenever she was unhappy. She said that the staff always made her feel safe and warm. I have always felt such feelings there as well, I might add.
You're a different person
My
now.
grandmother used to say that the staff was from the mage Arana.
This is a different
That it was
accent.
Irana's final gift
I
to
want to see if
Mordavia
they get
when
John
she
Rhys
died.
Davies to
We'll find out when she says
Visit
Dleams.
there at night sometime.
Dleams.
Perhaps you will have a pleasant dream there.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, she got the rolling R out in that
Grandmother
one.
used to tell stories about Irana.
The
How she was
glottal
part
R.
fairy folk and unearthly beautiful, and she brought kindness and magic wherever she went.
Wives' tales.
Whoa.
She gets some really good lines in
True.
there, this voice actor. It's just that she's,
Somewhere in the forest lies Irana's garden. My grandmother used to visit there sometimes before the woods got too dangerous to travel in.
If this
My
voice acting were a
grandmother
drive,
told me
some
how
traffic
very
signs would be
beautiful
casualties.
The garden was, and how it filled her with happiness. Oy, how I wish I could visit there sometime.
No dead pedestrians, but some startled ones.
Dangerous outside the town walls.
I know, Yuri. Still, someday I will go there. You'll see.
The smiling through the story
fine,
about her
thank you
daughter
very much.
has really changed the spirit of this
I
for
just wanted to
me.
tell you about my dream because I was certain you would know of such things. You know, dreams have important meanings, right?
That's not what's
Bella,
written.
he does not need to listen to such nonsense.
No,
It is
you're
for
right, I
him
don't.
to decide if it is nonsense or not, Yuri.
Yeah, enough. Andrew has spoken.
I'm broken.
My grandmother told me about the paladin once. The paladin Piotr came here with Irana. Yeah, in fact...
The paladin
Piotr
peeled
is
her?
supposed to be Dmitri, the burgomeister's grandfather.
That's a
Although
euphemism.
my
Are
grandmother was not
you
very clear
sure
about
he
that
was a
matter.
paladin?
Peeled her off good, huh?
Also, isn't there a restaurant
Tell
called
Bella about some of
Burgermeisters?
your adventures in Shapier and Tana.
There should be if there isn't.
There
Mordavia
should be.
certainly needs all the heroes it can get. And it does seem to me like you are the very, very best.
I don't have the option to say goodbye. I just have to leave.
The fellow who was shot in the head was eventually seen to, and they were able to calm him down, and he became a little more pleasant. He was a little rude to the nurses at first. Nothing unforgivable, just like it's not their fault there was a wait, but he was sort of taking it out on them a bit. But what was nice is he eventually, in a more calm state, was able to talk to the same nurses later on and kind of smooth things over. So it was, it was fine. And admittedly, if I had been shot in the head, I might have some vocal concerns about it.
Is the one on disarming traps. It's in the section on surviving magical trap. There is also a book on thief mark.
If any of my friends had been shot in the head, I also wouldn't want them to sit quietly and bleed out in a waiting room, rather than yelling for a nurse or a doctor. So, I get it.
I just would have wanted to get the details on the people that they were attending to first. Like, if shot in the head is not priority 1, please tell me what priority 1 is.
I saw some priority 1s wheeled past. They weren't a fun part of the story, so I sort of left them out a bit, but yeah.
The note says that a successful thief needs to leave no stone or barrel unturned.
That shit was apocalyptic. Like, get vaccinated.
Depress the barrel tap,
Or
nothing comes out.
or fling yourself into the
The
ocean.
barrel slides across the wall to reveal some sort of mechanism. This is a door unlocking mechanism. To operate it, push each of the tiles until all 9 tiles have been set to the correct pattern to open the door.
This room always reminds me of shitting like a vampire Wichita. What the fuck?
Are we winning?
There are no grey tiles in the solution. Nonetheless, 4 colors on each of 9 tiles yields over 250,000 possible solutions. Guesswork won't help.
I wish this was Stones and Holmes.
You need to find a clue somewhere else in the room. Probably under lock and key.
You mean under lock and unlocking mechanism?
A quick examination reveals that you've already stripped the safe of anything worthwhile.
Why are we here?
There's more to do down here.
Oh, yeah.
On close examination, you find some scratches that...
Thief marks!
Great.
That's about it for the floor grate. You find 3 throwing daggers. That's peculiar. You could have sworn you took everything of value last time you were here.
I want to go to like an open house, like a house that's for sale, and ask them if there are any thief marks on any of the walls.
Hey, one more thing.
An interesting entry speaks of a proposed night raid on the castle.
Can I put on a
later
condition
entry
that
in
there needs to be
different handwriting
inspections for
indicates how
thief
far
marks?
The guild had declined recently. It seems to be just a bunch of doodling and some nonsense words.
You'd probably get some hobo marks.
It says, bad
There it
boys
is. Blue,
yell,
blue, yellow, green,
good
green,
girls
green,
giggle,
red, green, red.
rich girls run. One of the...
And also,
That
rude boys get billed.
Rude boys!
They get bail.
They get bail! Oh, shit!
Jesus.
Oh, no!
You must excuse me. I'm not quite myself anymore.
No.
Oh,
I'm done
Peter
with
Lorre,
worry.
Paul
I won't
Rubens,
hurt
and
you.
Steve Buscemi
It
all
is
rolled
good
into
to
one.
talk to someone again.
Oh.
It has been so very long since anyone has been here. Ah, but I'm forgetting my manners. Welcome to Mordavia. I am the chief thief here. I'm also the only thief here other than you, but that is beside the point.
He must be a good thief because he truly cannot get caught. His life depends on him never being found.
Pleased to meet you. It's so good to have someone of my own kind to talk to again.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Interesting. You have had a good deal of experience. If you study up on trap disarming and thief signs, you will have almost every skill you need to become a master thief. Perhaps even a chief thief like myself.
His
so,
cheek pictures
what do you
are
know about
intolerable.
thief marks?
Tell the chief about your break-in at the old man's house.
It seems you do really well under pressure. It is a pity that we can no longer fence things here. You could probably earn a lot of money.
I feel like I should ask before I offer to help. Like, it might be a touchy subject, so...
Yeah.
This was once a thriving training ground for new thieves. They would come from miles around to learn the trade here.
Miles, huh?
If only we were not completely cut off from the rest of the world, this would be the greatest thieves guild in the whole world.
Whoa.
After I became such as I am, many of the members left. One thief said that I was no longer fit to be chief. After I showed him how fast I could throw daggers with these feet, he didn't say much. Never said anything again, as a matter of fact. The ones that left said they felt uncomfortable around me. Fools! Do they think this is some sort of brotherhood of man? This is a brotherhood of thieves! They should be uncomfortable around me.
All good
Soon it was
points.
just me and two others. They decided to explore the castle after the new owner moved in and never returned. So now, there's only me and you. You mean this passage behind me? It leads out of town under the bridge near the gate. You can use it to get out of town, but you cannot get back in. The door
Why?
can't be opened from the outside.
Wow. That's bullshit. Can I knock on it and you let me in?
Very careful with traps. Always check for them first.
You mean the door is hard to
Disarming
open.
them. One mistake can be your last.
Right. Can you open the door when I knock? Is that something
It's not like you
can
could
me?
go outside, you
Set up
freak.
Right now to fence stolen items. There are several places around the town where you might be able to find a bit of loose cash, though.
Right.
I will tell you what. You go out and steal something from someone in town and come back and tell me about it. If it sounds like you know your basic thief skills, I will let you know where the really good places are.
Right. Yeah, okay. So can we get back to the thing where you let me in under the bridge? Or...
My name? Oh, you can call me Chief. No point in being informal here just because no one else is around. Do
Okay.
you like it? I'm afraid it is not very becoming. And to think I once despised cockroaches.
Cock-a-de-rocha.
It would be too
Cock-a-de-rocha.
dangerous for you to help me. If I, a master thief and chief of a major guild, dare not go back to the monastery, you would be wise not to even think of such a thing.
Oop,
Oh, yeah.
we burned it down. You're like this forever.
I made a terrible mistake and broke into the monastery one night. It had been abandoned for years, and I thought maybe something had been left behind there. I discovered a secret passage to the basement. That place gave me the creeps. I felt like something was watching me all the time. When I got to the basement, I discovered a small statue I could easily take. When I tried to pick it up, I felt very, very dizzy.
When I awoke from my faint, I looked like this. You can imagine my horror.
Yeah, I went down there and got turned into a slug, but I just loaded my previous save. Why didn't you load your previous save?
Yeah, why didn't you reload your save, you
fool?
Do you think it's fun to have 6 legs and no matching socks?
That's why I'm telling you,
Do you think I
just
enjoy
load from your
running around
save.
frantically and stopping suddenly for no apparent reason? Do you think it's fun to look in the mirror and wish you had a giant fly swatter so you could commit suicide? Is that your idea of fun?
Wow, that's dark.
You idiot! You!
Damn it, Stimpy.
Forgive me, I'm just not myself lately.
I have killed far worse than you, fucko.
This was once a very prosperous town before the swamp cut off the only passages in or out of here.
It's important this guy knows we're not afraid, we're disgusted. It's an important difference.
That is a very dangerous place. Do not even think of trying to break into it through the door. The last thief who tried that did not even get the door open. We found his toolkit lying beside the door, but we never found him.
Yeah, it was a fucking octopus, or sextopus, or whatever the fuck you call it.
You will need to be careful around him. He takes his job most seriously. I once offered him a bribe, just as an offer of goodwill, and the man practically bit my head off. Phew, what a sore head.
Sore head.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of sore head
Strange man.
these
a
days.
Very strange man. No thief ever managed to break into his house unnoticed or steal anything from there. If you ever plan to stay at the inn or even just eat there, I would not recommend stealing from that place. The people there are suspicious of strangers anyway and would know who to blame. Do you mean Nikolai? Yes, his would be an easy house from which to gain money. Be wary, though. The Burgomeister's bedroom is beside the house, and Dmitri watches out and listens for the old man. That shop is very securely locked up at night. The only way to get into it would be to very literally break in the window, and that would attract unwanted attention. Do not try it unless you want to get caught.
I want to get caught.
I've been dreaming of getting caught.
Only move? Why do your antenna only move when you're talking?
There is a little-known secret way into the castle that I will someday reveal to you when I think you are ready.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't. That's actually what's generating his voice. Is the antenna moving?
Congratulations!
You are a very
You've
brave
given me a reason to let you live.
To offer such a thing. Are you certain you are in the right profession? Do you want to be a thief or some kind of a hero? The two roles are usually mutually exclusive, you know.
Not if you save the game as often as I do. Bye. Oh, Jesus.
Wonderful. I won't have to scuttle in the shadows all the time. I won't have to have unsavory eating practices. Thank you so very much.
Nah, I liked him better before. Let's change him back.
Yeah, can we change him back?
All right. I know I was getting careless. I am going to make certain no one ever touches that statue again. At least not by accident.
Nah, it's cool. We burned the place
Such
down.
nice manners. Are you certain you want to hang around tough, brutal scum of the earth who will try to beat you up at the slightest excuse? Or is that your idea of a good time? You did very well indeed. I can tell that you will someday be a chief thief yourself.
I won't call myself that, though.
No, that's a stupid thing
I'm
to
going to
call
call myself
yourself.
something better.
I am all right, I guess, but I'm having a difficult time adjusting to walking on 2 legs again.
You haven't moved.
Other than the fact that there are no other thieves here, and that we are not likely to get any in the near future, this is a wonderful guild.
He hasn't moved because he's having trouble.
Anything
Oh yeah, right.
He's having trouble with the entire business of it, start to finish.
You mean this passage behind me?
That one.
There is a secret passage to the castle from the Boyar's crypt in the graveyard. There is a special way to open this secret door. Something involving colors and the Borgov family crest, I think. You must be very careful. I know nothing of the people who now live in the castle. Only that the last thieves to break in never returned.
It sounds like this guild was full of shitty thieves, yourself included. Sorry, buddy.
There's a
Feeling like an idiot, as you generally do when making the sign, you go through the motions of performing the thief sign to the monster.
Well, of course you're
Whoa!
You won't be here, idiot! Tuck that elbow in tighter on the belly rub next time.
You can't
The
just call him
monster.
a monster.
Going so soon?
Whoa.
Good luck.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
I don't know how
Can
to tell you this, buddy, but good thieves don't get turned into bugs.
We got a question for Glory, which we need to deal with before
Let's address the question for Glory.
Before we go on hiatus for
another week or two.
No, well, for Horror Month.
And all of October while we play Castle Dr. Brain. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. This is from Idris. Question for Glory. Glory! If actor, writer, director Andrew Secunda was directed to view one of your videos as a good example of a Let's Play YouTube video, and he responded that he still doesn't get it, was this a good choice? This is, of course, referring to episode 24, which was almost exclusively of us being unsure of whether Jenna Elfman is an enemy of the show.
Which I have confirmed that she is.
Yes, okay, she is now an enemy of the show. And me describing a tweet. That was that whole show.
Nice. So I would like to say that no episode of Level 0 NPCs should probably ever be mislabeled as a good example of really anything, but like YouTube Let's Plays more than anything else. Probably if you want to convince somebody that YouTube Let's Plays are like a good idea, maybe this isn't the place.
It's not strong improv, it's not strong collaboration, it's not skilled gameplay.
And we knew this going in, which is why we called ourselves the Level 0 NPCs.
Absolutely.
That's our niche, and we know it's not a big one, and judging by our subscribing numbers, we know it's not a big one. But still, we value the people who come here, and we value the people who stay. And I think if Andrew Secunda was any kind of fucking great director, stick around.
I don't understand the question. I don't know who Andrew Secunda is.
No, that's what makes it such a great question. Idris, I love it. I appreciate the question on all its levels. The fact that you picked actor, writer, and director Andrew Secunda to do this, I'm sure has context, but I don't know what it is. And I
just hope he didn't actually do it.
I hope he did. I hope he did. And dear God, if he did, God, I that's great.
Yeah, thank you so much for the question, Idris. My answer is that I don't understand a word you say.
After some,
I hope that helps. Thanks for listening.
Don't come here for the Let's Play. Come here for the what we're doing here. This shit.
Yes. Yeah, whatever this is. If this is what you're looking for, here it is.
We got it.
Yeah, if this is what you're looking for, man, you were waiting a long while. We haven't been doing this that long.
Yeah.
Well, we have. In the grander scheme of like YouTube Let's Play channels, we've been around for a long time.
Yeah, I guess it has been quite a trek, now that I think of it.
We're rounding up on, year 6 now?
Jesus, you're right. Like in 2 months. Oh,
Wow.
man.
You have some garlic pheasant for supper.
Pretty soon we'll
That's
have been around for
crazy.
longer than 2.5 Men was on TV.
We
Yeah.
got
This'll
more
be,
staying power because we're the ones that are publishing this show.
And this will be my third Halloween, because I think...
Did you join right? Oh, wow.
Yeah, just before, because we did Manhunter 2.
Holy fuck.
And then last time was Dr. Brain.
After you don't have any rations.
See my mortality rushing towards me, my impending death.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it's not the
Start to take the pill.
La Palma mega tsunami either.
It's just age.
It's just age. It's just time.
Just sheer entropy.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
Real quick, speaking of death.
None
of those characters in my story died. The incredibly sick woman, fetal in the wheelchair, whose name turned out to be Abigail, recovered sufficiently to speak in complete sentences and walked out of there on her own 2 legs, which I was very encouraged to see because I did briefly, sitting behind her, think that she might be dead because she became terribly still.
You did a whole shift of work there, so you got to see it.
Yeah. The head wound guy was fine.
Night for your dining.
He was a little angry that they shaved his head because the second doctor asked him, why did they shave your head? Which is not what you want to hear. But they stapled him up good. They gave him a bunch of tests and he was fine. And like, I guess as important as him being fine, his partner and his kid, their dogs, everyone was fine. So, that could have been a much sadder story. Now it's just a fascinating memory he has that one time he fought off an armed gunman and was injured in his head. So yeah, pretty much happy endings all around. I also am not dying, as far as they can tell. Couldn't find anything serious wrong with me.
That's the real good news here.
Mm-hmm. I've still got a horrible cough. It's just,
I might
seems
have
to be something minor.
I might have 30-foot waves headed towards me very soon, but everything worked out for you. And that's good news.
Maybe it'll work out for you too.
You gotta cherish life's moral victories.
I live on the top of a mountain, so I'll be fine.
Maybe the wave will hit a really big rock and only miss your house.
Yes.
I mean, you're at least 30 feet above sea level.
Oh,
right?
yeah. At the end,
and you get the whole Bedford Basin for things
the end
to
of the
churn
basin,
around in first. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be okay. A lot of Halifax would be pretty fucked.
And Halifax has been destroyed before.
It's true. This wouldn't be the first time.
Nobody's going to care about Halifax. Do you understand if this happens, like the whole eastern coast of the United States and Canada is just ruined?
And, we're talking a pretty significant amount of the East Coast.
Yeah. I mean, Japan came back from that 2011 one.
Yeah.
They did. And, and I really feel bad for the coast of for anybody who lives on the goddamn Canary Islands. First of all, but I feel really bad for the people who live just on that coast of Africa and on Spain, and they're gonna get nailed.
Well, as we all know, the Canary Islands have had their share of tragedy. As we all know, on March 27th, 1977, the world's greatest aviation disaster occurred when KLM Airlines Flight 4805 collided with Pan Am Airways Flight 1736, both 747s.
Thanks, Andrew, and that's the news tonight.
Belated news of 50 years ago.
You can fact check me on that too. I think that's pretty it's pretty correct.
I don't think I know you. I grew up with you.
I don't think I know you. Go ahead.
I don't think you would say anything unless you were 100% sure that you were right. And I know. I don't need to fact check it. I know that's true. All right, Queens. We'll see you next week for fucking.
See you next week.
Next week for fucking.
For a horror month.
Indeed.
Yeah, assuming we record. Give us your questions for horror.
Yes, please.
Oh God, do I have to make another logo? Okay, I'll try.
This could be about.
Okay, we're like a week ahead. I'll still do it like the night of.
This can be about horror media or just the concept of horror. Or things that you find horrifying or that we find horrifying.
Give us your...
So Andrew, you were here with us for like Friday the 13th early on, but like if you want like trivia and like knowledge of like slasher movies, especially Friday the 13th series, this is the place to be. Andrew's got you covered.
Yeah, Andrew's a Friday the 13th head. A Jason
aficionado.
fan. Jason fan 80 is his screen name.
My knowledge begins and ends with Krull, so I can't help you there. I haven't seen any of the horror movies.
Begins and ends.
I will answer your horror movie questions.
We'll take no questions for Glory next month, but we will take questions for Krull. They'll fit right in.
Yeah, questions for Krull.
I mean, if we get questions for Glory, we will take them.
Yes, we will. Fuck.
I will answer them in the form of a question for Krull. I'll get you. Send me a question for Glory. I'll send you an answer for Krull.
Everything is Krull.
Everything is Krull. Yeah, and we'll see you for that, guy. So, hey, listen, thanks. You know, I'm sorry about our sporadic fucking publishing schedule. That's why we gave you a couple little longer episodes. You know, we're assholes. You know, we got lives. Nobody pays us for this.
True.
You know,
we're just assholes with lives.
Yeah, we don't do the, like, nobody pays us for this. Like, can you imagine if they did? Like, they wouldn't for long. So yeah, you know, we're you know, we appreciate your support. We really do.
And just speaking as someone who has seen the goddamn apocalyptic bursting with dead people hospital, get vaccinated. Like, for real. Go get vaccinated. Don't be like Jenna Elfman in anything that you do.
Yeah.
Get vaccinated, get your friends and family vaccinated. It's really awful.
Don't make the Elfmanian decision.
No.
The Elfmanian. All right, everybody, stay cool, stick and stay. Unless there's a mega tsunami headed your way, in this case, fight higher ground.
Probably run, yeah.
Drive away from the coast.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully this won't happen in the middle of the night. All right, everybody. Horror month. It's already coming. It's getting spooky.
Send us your questions for Gory, and we will answer them.
Oh, questions for Gory!
Well done.
I don't think anyone has ever described a tsunami as spooky.
No, it's not. The tsunami itself is not the spooky part. The whole it could just happen is the spooky part. Like, you know, telling spooky stories, that makes you scared on some level. But knowing that a major natural disaster could happen at any time, that is truly terrifying.
Did you hear about the tsunami that hit Japan? Yeah, spooky, right?
I guarantee you somebody described it as spooky. I guarantee you.
Yeah, probably.
maybe wrongly, but they did it.
Somebody panicked and said, yeah, spooky, right? And everybody looked at them and they just had to sit in it.
Somewhere out there was a headline with the word spooknami.
Oh, fucking hell. Beautiful.
Jesus.
All right,
everybody.
Queens. See you next week. Bye.
What happened to my house? This is so spooky.
God, I hope this doesn't happen. This is going to be in such bad taste.
Hello, 911. There's an intruder in my house. It's really fucking spooky.
It won't be in bad taste because you will be one of the victims.
That's true. I live on a big hill. Like a big hill. At the end of a basin.
Yeah.
But I have lots and lots of friends who are not so lucky.
I thought you were just going to end there, but I have lots and lots of friends.
But I've got lots and lots of friends.
So I will develop sad because they'll be dead.
They'll make a human shield around me.
I'll be the real victim because I will have to remember them, and they'll just be dead.
God, there's no way this could happen now. Please.
Yeah, just see how deep we can dig that hole.
There's no justice in the world. All right, bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
God, I hope this ages well.
It won't.